go at everyone. We live. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. We going in it. We fucking going in it. We started early tonight. I mean, technically we didn't, but we started earlier tonight, right? We started earlier tonight. I did this out of order. The game is gonna crash. Yeah, it crashed. Yeah. I did that out of order. I tried to inject without creating a baseline. Alright. The Master Sword for your stream. You know, I'm gonna blow everyone's mind. I actually have not been playing Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I haven't been playing Tears of the Kingdom. I'll probably play it maybe in a few months or something. I don't know. Alright, step 1. Set the game to a real resolution. Step 2. Alright, step 1. Set the game to a real resolution. Oh, I forgot to check my audio. Well, I guess it's working. Step 2. Boot up the widescreen patch. Step 3. Start the game. Because it crashed. That may have just worked, actually. Oh my god, it did. Alright. Perfect. Graphics, screen resolution, and 1920 by 1080. And then... So, the graphics card I got, which I think arrived today, and I forgot to open the box, should output to 720. Do I stream? I think it might actually output to 1080 at 30, which is acceptable, I guess. Because I don't think I broadcast past 30 FPS anyway. But just to real quick check. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Because what I realized is, because I'm using I'm using like desktop capture right now. So my screen resolution is still 1080, so I think I am outputting to 1080. Where's my goddamn mouse? Okay, we have a problem. There it is. Anyway, mate, how are you doing tonight? Let's see. Quick save, 14 hours in, 14 hours, 13 minutes. Now, if I remember, this is a Romeo and Juliet plotline.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost him.
It's
just so good to have him back.
Plain Soul Hackers 2, oh yeah?
Home right now and celebrate. Aren't we, my lovely little droid? Don't worry.
Please, I don't think I ever felt so bad for a droid before.
And then she goes to fuck the droid. You know what? You know what? You tell me right now there aren't sex droids in the Star Wars universe. You tell me right now they didn't make them. Oh yeah, can I talk to Juhani?
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force, in the way of the Jedi, to help me through whatever is to come.
I can't wait till we get our second lightsaber. I think I need to kill a Sith to get a second lightsaber, though. I hear Master Zar feels you're ready to become a full-fledged member of our... A full-fledged memer of our order, is what the subtitle says. Looks like we're a full-fledged memer of the Jedi Order. It brings me great joy to see another who's joined our order, particularly in these trying times. The path of light is a difficult one to walk, and many have fallen into the darkness. But I am certain that you will not be one of those. So, Padawan, what can I do for you? I'm looking for crystals to alter my lightsaber. There are caves on Dantooine that hold the lightsaber. You go there, careful, they're dangerous. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. The favorite Star Wars aliens with giant praying mantises? I am unfamiliar, which is actually kind of saying something, because I know...
Yes?
Because I used to play the 3.5 version of Star Wars. I know a fucking ridiculous amount of Star Wars aliens. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine named Rundle Saloon. His ranch is considerable difficulty with Mandalorians. His daughter was kidnapped by these raiders many years ago, has not been returned. Might you have heard from her? Her name is Sasha. Do you think she's still alive? No idea. I'll keep an eye out for your last girl. Damn it. Okay, so I guess I didn't solve that. Cantina scene in New Hope, there's just a giant praying mantis working the bar. And you know what I guess is the crazy part is it never became a mainstay type of alien because I could not tell you what it is. Must be real, must be some unknown regions kind of bullshit. I think it's funny with all the weird and creative Star Wars aliens, there's just this big-ass praying mantis. I have had to create Star Wars aliens, or not Star, I've had to create aliens on the fly before, and one of the ones I came up with was just a big fucking bipedal cricket. No, it was a praying mantis. It was a praying mantis. Yamiri is what they're called. Yeah, wow, yeah, no. No, you got me on that one. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I gotta say the lightsabers in this game are actually kind of boring looking. They're just like shiny cylinders. No, Bastila's design's pretty cool. Why does mine suck? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, I see some Mandalorians. I'm gonna fucking Mandalore their asses. I know there's like the Matale quest line that I should probably be doing. You know what? We're here. Let's just go do it. Hey, let me in. I'm a Jedi.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I want to speak to Alin Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
I assure you, you would need more droids.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you certain the Sandrels are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core world. Sandrils. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrils arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrils would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrils have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandril droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps. Destruction of my property. Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandril clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
Where can I find the Sandrils?
Follow their stink south of here and you shall find them. I demand action on this matter, Jedi. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course.
You can buy a figurine at the Big Ass Cantina, Mantas.
I am a man of the
Apron?
world, Jedi.
I am not
know
shocked
how
to hear
things
this.
are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrils. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
The Jedi Council cannot be bought. I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandril estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrils who have started
His son being
not
kidnapped?
I.
Yeah.
Here
I
thought you would
mean,
blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Garth. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alana's not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandril estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matale before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Okay. Should we should talk to our party members. I feel like we haven't talked to our party members.
How can I help?
I'll talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Excuse me. I still don't understand why we shared this
Are you
vision.
wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Well, thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Why did we dream of Malik and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
What do you mean by a trace?
They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. Maybe simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malik either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
What do you think Malik and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
Do you think we'll receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance...
That's all I wanted to know.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
I'm gonna talk.
How can I help?
Do you know anything about this place?
Dantooine is a peaceful and pastoral planet. There are a few large communities. Mostly what you will find here are ranchers and farmers. I find it a tranquil place like few in the galaxy. The perfect site for the Jedi Enclave. You will like it here.
That's all for now.
Then I suggest we...
Alright, Karth, we gotta talk, bud. You haven't been talking, and if we don't talk, I can't get in your pants.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You didn't want to talk to me. One day, Karth.
Ready?
That's a dead settler. We got a dead settler. Is that Sasha? Who is it? Cassius's diary. Oh, this is Cassius Fat. What the shit? You found the body of Cassius Central. The body you found in the body tells that he was an amateur archaeologist who was investigating the strange ruins by Dantooine. By the wounds on the body, it seemed that he was mauled to death by Cathions. You've spoken to Alan Matale, and he's very adamant about his belief that Central to the south are behind the disappearance of his son. Okay, interesting. Well then.
Yes?
I'm here.
Yes?
Now that...
You asked for this!
I'm here.
Oh, that's a Mandalorian. I see a Mandalorian. Yeah, I see a lot of Mandalorians. That's not just like one Mandalorian, that's like two Mandalorians. Hey! Hey! I'm here to fucking kill you!
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Wow. That's bold. Force lightning! Force lightning! Force lightning! Force lightning! He had two lightsabers! That's perfect! With two lightsabers, I can give myself a second lightsaber. Now, to be clear, the Sansaki blade is actually better. Oh, do we go for blue lightsaber or red lightsaber? As much as I would be amused by... You know what? We'll go red lightsaber just long enough to see if it looks cool. It kind of looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. It does kind of look cool. There we go. 2 blues, though. Let's do it. Voop, voop. Voop, voop. Voop, 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 voop. Voop, 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 voop. Voop, 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 voop. Purple plus red is cooler. If we went Sith, we would go purple red. But we're gonna go blue green is what we're going with. Fun fact though, blue green and purple red were the canonical colors of Revan's lightsabers in expanded universe. You've met and slain the Mandalorian leader. He liked to collect lightsabers. Surely would have taken yours and your head had you not slain him. John would like to hear of this and reward you as well. Cantor's told you a bit about himself. He told of the Great War. No, investigate ruins. We still haven't found Sasha, though. I'm going to look up how to find Sasha in KOTOR. Also, I do want to say the lightsaber is a downgrade compared to that sword. That sword is fucking stupid powerful. Hang on. KOTOR. Sasha? Oh, she's a stowaway. Oh, I remember the stowaway quest line. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, hold on. I can... Yes! Yes, that is correct. I can do this. Alright, upgrade item. Upgrade the bad lightsaber. We're going to give it a Rubik crystal for a +1/+1. And we're going to take the blue crystal. We'll swap it for a green one. Fuck yeah! There we are. Now we're a Jedi.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves
Basilisk war droids
combat
are
with
sick, by the way.
opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
Excuse me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. And we're back, hearing about Canderous' stories, if I recall. What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Those droids sure are something.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
That was some fight.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more for now.
Your choice. Yeah, what do you want?
Alright, Canderous ain't ready to give us any more, but that's okay. This appears to be some hidden smuggling compartment. Without the proper codes, you may not be able to open
On
it.
it. Damn.
Damn! No. No. So the only other one we could talk to, I think, is Mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Never mind.
Okay.
So we got that Sonic thing, right? It's resist 10 versus Sonic. Replacing bulky ear protection. These items make use of newly developed counter nullifiers, an innovation powered by shipyard workers, not the military. Here's what I love. It's like replacing bulky ear protection, and then it looks like the fucking backside of the Starship Enterprise. Alright. Karth. Bastila. Transit back. Whoosh! Yes! Fuck yeah! Now we're cooking with Jedi powers. Oh shit, it's LeVar Burton. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi?
Well, this is an
Were you knocked
awkward discussion.
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that port. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Weirdly enough, it isn't. Maybe losing lightsabers is a side effect for battle meditation.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have... It must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad.
Excuse
I'm
me.
sorry. It's just funny to think of a
She
legendary
also
Jedi
probably had a
losing her
concussion.
lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend calf, though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, right, we already solved the Sasha problem, right? That's part of the Stowaway questline. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Pretty sure I remember there being a Jedi who didn't even use lightsabers and just used the Force. Pretty sure I remember that in some comic or I had when I was a wee lass. Palpatine is actually famous for that. He thought that the Force is a true weapon and lightsabers are for little bitches. That said, he could still rock a fucking lightsaber if he had to.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
First off, I'm not on the estate. Second off, I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
The Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Santos are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
I'm not in league with Matales, but I must speak to Nurik.
Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances...
Palpatine before, Beast with lightsaber. Palpatine after Windu kicked his lightsaber out a window. Lightsabers are for little bitches. There may be some truth to that.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
I want to talk about the disappearance of Shen Matale.
I feel great sorrow at the young Matale heir's disappearance, but they are not the only family to suffer such a tragedy. Dantooine is a dangerous place. My own son, Cassius, has been missing for some time now, but I know nothing about the disappearance of Shen. Perhaps he and Cassius now share a similar fate.
Your son Cassius is dead. I've seen his body.
Cassius is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He was killed by Cathhounds while exploring the Dantooine ruins.
Cathhounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
Make it 200, you have the deal. Here's the diary, Nurik, but keep your money. I need no reward for this task.
I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Do you know something about Shen's disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Does this have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shen Matale.
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Stella, get to the point. Please tell me what has happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassis.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassis went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassis. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about Shen?
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father. And Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassis met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. There are many security droids guarding the hall.
What is the problem between your families?
Alan Matale and my father have had problems ever since they settled on this world. To hear my father tell it, Alan is a brute and a bully, but a rich one. He feels his credits give him the right to step all over normal people. My father stands up to Alan because no one else will. But now he thinks Alan has taken my brother Cassis and has imprisoned Shen as revenge. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
All right, thank you. You know what? While we're here, can I just lightsaber through all of the doors, killing everyone?
Nurik has nothing more to say to you. He left strict instructions. He was not to be disturbed under any circumstances.
Non-family members are not permitted entrance. Oh god, just right into it, huh? BioWare writers trying to cram a "You Are My Only Hope" reference to him banging rocks together. You know what? I appreciate it. Good job, BioWare. This was back when you used to be good. And also were ran by doctors. Oh, well, no, we're good. We're still good.
How'd you like that? Force fights with me.
Alright, slice. View north hallway. Corrupt protocol droid targeting program. South hallway. Corrupt that protocol droid's targeting program. Use security room. Don't explode yourself. Central security room. Corrupt sentry droid targeting. Overload a computer power conduit. The Jedi Council is really big into destruction of property. Repair room. Corrupt their targeting program. Explode them. Love that. Love looking at them exploding. Storage room. Corrupt their programming. Explode that room. I didn't even have a reason to explode that room. I just like exploding things. Download the area schematic. Leave. Oh, Karth leveled. I was hoping I would level so I could get a new force power. I wanted to get, like, Force Storm. Or not Force Storm. I wanted to get, like, Force Lightning.
On it. Done.
Where it, like, spreads its lightning juice everywhere. That's what I wanted. I wanted Force Lightning. No! Well... Because right now I only have a shock, which only lightnings one person. But lightning's everyone. And I want to lightning everyone. Oh. Hi.
Please, find Shen. There.
Can I steal from your footlocker? I did it. I stole from it. I got the prison key. That's pretty cool. I'm going to say something probably controversial. I don't know. Maybe it's about as hot as iced coffee. I will tell you how hot your take is, I suppose. Okay, there's no one in here. That's the security control room. Got some light scan visors. Got a sonic rifle. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a door here. I thought that was a wall.
On it. Done.
Western RPGs are best when they're another genre with RPG mechanics tacked on. For example, Mass Effect and Fallout New Vegas are just shooter games with RPG mechanics. I mean, you've said that before. The thing is, there aren't a lot of Western RPGs that are straight up RPGs. Like, most Western RPGs are crossed with other genres. In fact, I'm not sure I could... I don't know if I could even name a modern, straight-up RPG.
On it.
Unless you're talking, like, CRPGs, which you might be referring to. But there are plenty of good CRPGs, so I'm gonna have to hard disagree on that.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
Anyone tell you ask too many questions? Now sit down and shut up. I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you, Shen. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
What if we take Rahasia with us?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Why do your families hate each other so much?
My father thinks the Sandrals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Dantooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is an egotist and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me. If you can convince Rahasia, I would rather...
Why do you care so much about Rahasia?
I was taught to hate the Sandrals, to think of them as evil and subhuman. But from the moment I saw Rahasia one day in the city, I knew that my father was wrong. She was like an angel, all white silks and perfume, seeming to float above the crowds. I don't know what else I could have done but fall in love with her. For months I wooed her and tried to win her heart. I believe I have succeeded, but now this has happened. Our families are always coming between us one way or another. Please find her and convince her to run away with me.
What you need to do is pretend to kill yourself. Only way I can see you both getting out of this.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
Okay. I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you, Rahasia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
I have destroyed all of the security droids. Like 100% of the droids. I don't even know where your dad is. I might have killed him on accident, frankly. Might have killed him on purpose. Haha, maybe I'm not actually a good guy. Haha, whoosh.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yeah, she promised to meet us at the gates.
I pray she's not just telling me what I want to hear. But I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Wow, that was abrupt.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
We should probably get out of here quickly.
You're right, we should go as fast as we can. I don't know how long.
I need to avoid the security droid. She says the
realizes
security
that-
guard gets her
You're right,
scattered
we
on the
should.
floor. I love how this dude had like 6 of them at his mansion, and now he's only rocking with 2.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahesia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik!
Alan!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Casus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
You two just need to calm down.
Please listen to her, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Why don't you try listening to your children?
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahesia and I
You're
don't
trying to
want you
laser
make
each
decisions
other.
For us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy! If you want to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
Shen.
I don't care. Rahesia and I will live on our own if you won't accept us.
You will do no such thing. I am your father, and I order you to come back with me.
No, Father, I won't.
I think there might be a way to get the families working together. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it.
Matale boy!
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You foolish girl!
Let's go with do not be so selfish, Nurik.
You think to make us stand here, then?
You expect us to just let them leave? Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter. Droids, don't let them take Rahesia.
We appear to be at an impasse then. And they got away.
It is your fault, Alan. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out here with war droids.
And kidnapped him. You don't need to fight anymore.
I will not rest until I have my Shen back. The Council will hear of the troubles you caused, Jedi.
Indeed they shall.
Well, that happened. Alright, Karth, time for your level up. I love how they're, like, complaining to the Jedi Council as if the Jedi Council gives a single shit. Let's go rapid shot.
What?
Is there anything else we need? I think we did all of our side quests. We just need to talk to John and investigate the ruins. Alright, let's go do it. Actually, you know what? It might make more sense to warp back to the Ebon Hawk. Talk to John. Jedi Council is about as heavy as that guy in the Bible whose solution was cut the baby in half. That's the Bible, right? I'm not crazy. Or the Torah. Yeah, it's the tale of King Solomon. For the record, Solomon was very helpful in that situation because one lady was like, let's fucking do it. I'll take half a baby. So that solved the problem pretty quickly. We pretty quickly found out who should not be getting the baby. So if anything, Solomon knocked it the fuck out of the park.
I'm sorry we have nothing of value to give you as a reward. Our families have cut us off completely. Had the Council not taken us in, we would be foraging in the wilderness to survive.
What are your plans now?
The council will let us stay here as long as we want. Though I know Shen and I are both hoping our fathers will forgive us and welcome us back into their homes. If not, we will try to build a future somewhere else.
Rahesia and I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us. Now we will finally have a place to share our love, without fear of reprisals from our families.
What are your plans now?
We will stay here for the next little while. We're still hoping our parents will learn to set aside their differences and welcome us back into their homes. If they do not, well, perhaps we will travel to Coruscant or to the core worlds and make our fortunes there.
I wish you the best of luck, Shen. I hope you two find the happiness I once knew myself.
And now we're going to try the same questions again.
I'm sorry we have nothing of value to give you as a reward. Our families have cut us off.
But now we're going to ask really awkward questions if we
not taking us
can.
in, we would be foraging in the wilderness to survive.
So, any wedding plans?
We are waiting before the ceremony. Hopefully in time our fathers will agree to attend. If not, we plan to have a small, simple ceremony. You will be invited, of course.
I will be elsewhere.
Rahesia and I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
So, any kids on the way yet?
Not yet, my friend. But perhaps someday soon. Rahesia and I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us. Now we will...
I wish you the best of...
Alright. Well, now that we've asked incredibly invasive questions, onward to the Sith ruins. Wait, the Rocketin ruins. Oh, I thought that said something, but that's just a really shitty ground texture.
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted, but now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too.
Once one of my uncles got drunk at a party and asked my cousin and his girlfriend, y'all fucking, so that's become my inside joke. Okay, but what was the answer? I have fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
There is no need for a reward.
No, please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Light side points. I am the goodest. Wait, hold up. Burst of speed. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, I didn't want Cath Hounds.
No.
God damn it. Alright. We should save, like hard save. Alright, let's go. The droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. I don't understand you. It has switched to Tusken. What an interesting decision. I still don't understand you.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the language spoken by the slaves of the builders. I recognize this language.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple, according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malik likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I am the Overseer. The Builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was programmed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My choreographical circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology the Starforge myself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Maybe the builders refer to the Sith? I know nothing of these Sith, but they are not the builders. The builders are the builders. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since completion of this monument. In this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. Okay, what is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Could you be a little more specific? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Where can we find the Starforge? Now that the slaves are gone, my purpose is to aid those who seek knowledge of the Starforge, if they are worthy. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not the builders, but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed room behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price. Oh, is that Nemo?
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
It's okay, that guy was kind of a dick. Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. How can I open the sealed doors behind you? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to
Revan
say.
and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Oh, I leveled up. Let's give us attributes. I'm feeling like an increase in my wisdom. Skills. We're good. Powers. Obviously, we need Force Lightning. Absolutely. How do I prove myself worthy and unseal the door? The chambers on the other side contain the proving grounds. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock and open the doors. Those who fail will be destroyed by the security system of the temple. More than this, I'm not programmed to say. I want to ask some questions. Tell me about the Starforge. Okay, never mind. Thanks, Ancient Droid. Can we not... We can steal his Jedi Knight robe and his crystal sigil. Bastila, you're a Padawan, actually, so you don't deserve a Jedi Knight robe. But here you go. You can have it anyway.
I'm here.
Okay. You don't get the Starforge robes, though. These are mine. Can I Force Lightning through the door? Ha, that's fun. Force Lightning, bitch!
The Force fights with me!
Alright, the ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. The screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Computer skill, attempt to slice the ancient system. Failure. Given no knowledge of the ancient system and patent inability to read its output, your attempt is doomed. Press a button. A new sequence of equally incomprehensible characters appears. Press a button. Press a button. Press many buttons. Press many buttons. Talk to the computer. Complex goes silent. Its screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. Insert your datapad into the receptacle. Seems to be interacting with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Herskos, Jusef, Unon, Sohe, Itsukov. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent. It seems to be processing data from your datapad. Datapad is released from the receptacle. The machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interruption complete. Language analysis complete. Continued. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Desert. Volcanic. Barren. Breaking Death Seal. Knocking it out of the park. Nemo's fucking stupid, apparently. Ooh, wreckage. Ooh, don't mind if I do. You'd think ancient droids would have more powerful armor, but no. Alright, second verse, same as the first. Press many buttons at once. Talk to the computer. Insert your datapad. Retrieve your data. No. Talk to the computer. Identify the 3 primary life-giving world types. Oceanic. Grassland. Arboreal. Breaking life seal. Done. Have I done it? How do I prove myself worthy not to sit the doors? Chambers of Kinsane. I'll be going. I think I did it. I did it, right? I did it. Let me through this door. Yeah! Woo!
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's
I would describe Korriban as the Sith world, but sure.
And Tatooine, and His Manan. There are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once.
Oh gee, you think?
Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge. And some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action. Though I suspect our task has only just begun.
I always thought the fucking star maps are so fucking cool. Hey, I'm worthy. You have proven yourself worthy. The sealed door is open. If you wish to learn secret Starforce, you must pass through the room beyond. I'll be going now. Thanks, worthy droid. You're the worthiest of all of us. You and your decision to execute all of your slaves, I guess. Oh god, it's a fucking Cath Hound. Bump bump. Oh god, it's another Cath Hound. Force lightning. Hell yeah! Power attack! Booyah! Bastila seems to have something in her mind. Yeah, alright, we'll speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Doesn't the bond mean my presence is necessary?
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
Nothing extravagant. I'm a soldier.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Durelia. It's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service record?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find out?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Is 1D... Ooh, okay. So... let's go Sigil Crystal for a +2 attack modifier and 4d26. Mined in the Sigil system, this crystal is costly but valued in addition to a lightsaber. Produces a fiercely bright beam that sears on contact, inflicting great damage. So that adds 1d6 damage for 4 out of 23 at the +2 attack modifier. And then for the green one, we have a Rubik crystal, which we will add onto that one, the Bondite crystal. Beautiful! Bum, 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 bum.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map and mention of something called a Starforge.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Starforge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Starforge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Starforge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Starforge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets.
Wow!
Is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Starforge.
I'm ready to do the Council's will.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. but we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
All right. Should we talk to the council a little bit?
Greetings, young Padawan. As you...
Nothing. That time it was an accident.
Rahesia Sandral and Shen Matali have come here seeking shelter against their families. The Council has decided to give it to them. Their love for each other was being denied by overly possessive parents, and we learned that it was only by your intervention that they managed to escape here. While it is regrettable that the fences between the families were not repaired, it is good that these two young lovers can live their lives free of oppression. You must not fail in your mission. Find the star maps that lead to the Star Forge. This is the only way to stop Malak and his Sith followers. You and Bastila are the galaxy's last desperate hope.
But beware that dark side. Bastila will guide you, but she herself is young and new to the ways of the Jedi. You must help her as much as she helps you.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you. You must not fail. A Jedi...
What do you have to say, Brooke?
Shen and Rahesia have been granted asylum here at the Enclave until they can find a way to deal with their families. I hear you had something to do with that. It is the way of the Jedi to provide help to those in need, and you seem to have lived up to this duty. I congratulate you, Padawan. It is well that you are still alive, Padawan, in that you have not yet managed to fail us completely. Why is it that you are now bothering me instead of seeking out the star map?
I'm sorry, Master Vrook, I will go.
You have a mission to attend to, Padawan. And as much as I may wish it otherwise, you are our only hope. The Council has placed the fate of the galaxy within your hands. I pray both you and Bastila are able to emerge from this ordeal as servants of the light. May the Force be with you, young Padawan.
Shen Matali and Rahesia Sandral have fled their feuding families and asked for sanctuary here in the Enclave. The Council has granted this request. I have heard that it was by your actions that they managed to escape, and I must congratulate you for avoiding a potentially dangerous situation. May the Force be with you in your quest.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here then. Come on, everyone. We're going to a fucking another planet. We're going to a shithole.
Shen and Rahasia have been welcomed here in the compound for as long as they wish to stay. I am glad that your help enabled them to remain together. Master Jar tells me you have successfully completed the tests, and I even see you have constructed your own lightsaber. You should be proud of your accomplishment, but never forget that you still have much to learn. As your power grows, you will constantly face temptations to slip to the dark side. This is the eternal struggle of the Jedi. Greetings, young Padawan. I trust your training goes well.
It is difficult but worthwhile.
With power comes responsibility. And only by learning discipline and sacrifice can we truly learn to master our potential. I wish you luck in your training, apprentice. There is much you must yet learn. May the Force be with you.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I would hope in real Jedi, if they saw someone just goofing off with their lightsabers like this, they would take their lightsabers. They'd be like, no, you know what? I don't want to word, if I may. There are rumors about your most recent Jedi Council meeting. There's talk about sending you to a mission to help against Malak and the Sith. How do you know the Council gave me a mission? I saw you going into Council chambers. You were there for some time. I naturally assumed the Council had given you a task to perform. Please understand that I'm asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the order of the public. Whatever the task the Council has given you is for your ears only, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dork has been training me to succeed as a chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side. Monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Tarantatic, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes these creatures so dangerous? The Tarantatic is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe the Tarantatic is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the galaxy to destroy the Jedi. Sounds like they're, unfortunately, the Tarantatic is quite weird. They only dwell in the most dangerous, darkest places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. This is not the first time the Tarantatic has vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lie dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from the dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. The Great Hunt? What's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Tarantatic were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So the Jedi just killed these creatures? The Tarantatic are an abomination. They are ruthless engines of death and destruction. The Council had no choice but to destroy them, for the greater good of the galaxy. Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Tarantatic. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. There are still rumors of Tarantatic on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the first Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Why? What was so special about these 3? The Jedi had chosen the hunt on their own were Doran Quiltroma, Gun Han Sarash, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them devoted to the light. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Tarantatic they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known, but let their death serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Tarantatic. If you do, you'll suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. I want to ask some questions. Never mind. I'm done. I don't want to ask questions. I'm leaving. Fuck off. I'll never speak to any of you again. Goodbye! Karth wants to talk to me. Hey, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop? I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying I'm not needed?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I'm not going to betray you. I'm not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
All right, that is a conversation to have on a different planet. A new planet. Some kind of other planet.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like in a wrath pump.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason. You have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong?
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Alright, are we ready, everyone? Let's fucking go! We could go to Yavin. We can go to Yavin? Kashyyyk, Dantooine, Manon, Korriban, Dantooine. We can go to Yavin? What the fuck? Was that added in the patch? Hold on. Why can we go to Yavin?
Lord Malik, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malik. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malik. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malik.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you, he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malik, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malik.
So, I don't remember being able to go to Yavin in the original, so I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know if this is added in the PC version, or if this was added in by the patch. I don't know why I'm able to go to Yavin. But what I do know is that we will find out next time. Which I think is tomorrow. What I do know is we'll find out tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope you had a good time. I have been Sacrabalic, your envoy of hope. And good night. Bye-bye.